and it's recording, and we are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Glenn Hubbard. We are going to bring you Team ATM Univera Webex right now, this company. We're going to bring it to you live from, I'm in Reno right now, and we're excited to have you here, and the person that invited you here wanted you to see our global resources of what we're bringing to the world. But before we do that, we have 4 major doors that benefit you that you might come through. We have the health door, because people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We have the wealth door, the residual income. We have the tax advantage door, because people that get a W-2 want to keep more of the money they make, but they don't have the write-offs that they need. And then you have the freedom door, and freedom means whatever it means to you. So we're going to bring this presentation to you, and thank you for taking the next 30 minutes out of your life to understand what we're about. And the next thing is the global industry that we're going to bring to you. These are sales that happened in 2012. The NFL, $9.5 billion, the music industry, the video gaming industry, the movie industry. But the only problem here in those fields, nobody got a piece of the pie, especially the people who are on this phone right now. We contributed to that, but we didn't get a piece. The industry that you're looking at right now is relationship marketing, to the tune of $167 billion they brought in 2012. That's a pretty big number, and what's interesting about that number, if you read right below, that the companies that brought in $167 billion, actually $65 billion was paid out to associates like the people on this phone that you're going to hear about in a second. We've got a great lineup for you. This is the industry we're going to be talking about, and we're going to basically show you the timing and why it's so important. And we have a young lady named Jordy Monroe on this phone, a.k.a. Hubbard, and she's the youngest diamond in this company, and she's going to go over the wellness industry, why Univera is so poised to be part of the next trillion-dollar industry, which is preventative health care, and we are going to be part of that, and Univera is going to be the next billion-dollar industry company in that industry. So I'm excited. They're rated number 62. They want to go to the top 10 and break into that market within the next 7-8 years. And Jordy, why is the timing so perfect, and the 5 things that we have to look at for relationship marketing?
Yeah, thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. And I, again, forever grateful for April of '08 when you decided to share this with me. However, I was very reluctant to be excited. We had been in this industry before. I had never seen you or Mom succeed, nor had I succeeded in this. I had always seen the guys at the top win, but we could never duplicate that. And I think the main key and the main reason is because the timing wasn't right in that company. See, there are 5 areas that you want to evaluate when you're going to join a company in this industry of relationship marketing. You can see them on your screen. You want to make sure, as far as competition, being capitalized, ingestible versus a durable good, the timing and the trend. So let's look at those and how they pertain to Univera. First, our competition. When we go into our science, you will see in this industry of health and wellness and relationship marketing, there is no one that is even close to the research and development with $100 million invested into the science and the technologies that will transform your life. We are easily 5 to 10 years of what would be considered the competition, truly leading the forefront and the movement when it comes to preventative health. Then you look at capitalization. You want to make sure that you're not joining a startup. You want to make sure that you have a company that is more than 5-10 years old. Univera, 14 years old, celebrating this year, its 14th anniversary. What's very exciting about that is we have an owner who's dedicated over $100 million into this research and development, moving this ball down the field in the natural health and wellness industry. But more importantly, he's not stopping there, committed minimally $5 million a year. It helps when you're a billionaire philanthropist and your one goal is to bring the best of nature to humankind. So capitalize, yes, absolutely, because of Bill Lee, our incredible owner. When you look at a product, you want to make sure in this industry that it's an ingestible, not a durable good. That's how you create a residual income. More importantly, you want to make sure that that ingestible good is actually transforming people's lives. when they see the difference, when this metabolic makeover is in their body, they will reorder month after month. And for that, Kenny Rossi later in the program will explain how for doing something once, you get paid the rest of your life. Very exciting about that. The timing. When you join a company in this industry, you want to make sure that you're joining before the international movement. And more importantly, we are still untapped in the United States. We have an incredible foundation, but in the United States, Canada, and Korea are the only markets that we are open. This year, we are launching into our first international country, Malaysia, and expanding in the next 9 years into 20-plus countries, therefore moving us from number 62 in relationship marketing in this industry all the way up to the top 10. That's where an incredible opportunity can exist, and that's what you have in Univera. And of course, the trends. We need to look at two different industries. One, corporate America, although it's been tried and done before, it really isn't the next phase in the evolution of how we do business. Relationship marketing truly is a conscious way of earning a living. More importantly, a conscious way of helping others. For every dollar you earn in this business, you've transformed someone's life, either physically or financially. And then you look at the timing of natural products. You look at the timing of health and prevention. It is going to be the future. If we don't take a proactive approach to our health, we'll be in a lot more trouble than we are right now. And when you join a company like Univera with the leadership and the movement that we are on, you can rest assured that you are a part of a company that's going to transform the world and bring the best of nature to humankind. So with that, Dad, I'll pass it back over to you.
Thank you, Jordy. I think that's so appropriate where we're at. Like you said, we're launching to Malaysia. For the people that are viewing this for the first time, we're opening up this country in the middle of this year, and that's big. When we go international, that's why we're going to go to the top 10, like Jordy said. We're launching from our new world headquarters in Seattle, Washington. This building is purchased by Bill Lee, our owner, about $30 million invested into the building, and it's been revamped, and it's just absolutely gorgeous to take this to the world. And this is the story where it all started from. This is the beginning now, ladies and gentlemen, of how this all came about. And we have a young lady named Diane on the phone. Diane, are you with us?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Absolutely. So give us the story of how this began for the people that are viewing this for the first time, why this story is so important.
Absolutely. Thank you, Glenn. So, when we started looking at this company about 3 years ago, this was one of the very first questions that we had for Rita Eisman, our sponsor, my husband and I did. We wanted to know what was the background of the company. And so we started this process of education like you guys are, everybody on this line is going through today as well. And what we found out was about Young Ho Lee, he and Bill Lee, father and son. Young Ho Lee, he was this incredible businessman in South Korea. He was a billionaire back in the 1970s, and this was a time when there weren't a lot of billionaires around. And how had he made his money? He had made his money through rebuilding South Korea after the war, through the insurance and the steel industry. And what he had a lot of money, but unfortunately he didn't have his health. He had been diagnosed with a liver challenge. It was gave him about 6 months to a year to live. And so since he had the resources, what he started doing was traveling around the world. He was looking for a different diagnosis, visiting doctors in different areas, and each doctor that he met with said to him, I'm sorry, it's the same diagnosis. You have a really large estate. We really, really strongly recommend that you go home and you get your affairs in order. So that's what he did after he met with that last doctor. He went home and he started getting his affairs in order, spending some time with his family. And during that time, he read an article about aloe and the healing properties of aloe. And if you're to research Young Ho Lee, you'll see that he is nicknamed the godfather of aloe. And the reason for that is because he loved aloe. He had aloe fields. And so he went out and he started ingesting the aloe every single day, straight from the leaf. He would go and he would cut a leaf from the plant and he would ingest the gel. And he journaled as well. So we can see in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks from his journaling that he was starting to witness this miracle happening within his body. And he would say even in the journaling, are my dreams coming true? Could this really be happening? And it did happen to him. His condition, it fixed itself, and he went on to live another 22 healthy years, and he passed away in 1996 of natural causes. So during that time, what he started to do, because he had that miracle happen from one plant, is he started selling off his traditional business and researching more into studying other plants. He knew if aloe could help, there was thousands of other plants out there that could offer the same medicinal qualities as well. So he and his son together, during those 22 years, they amassed a library of about 500 plants themselves. And during that time, they were determined, as Jordy was saying in the beginning, that they want to bring the best of nature to humankind, and that was their mission. So this culture of service, the integrity of doing relationship marketing right, putting it in the relationship marketing industry so that we not only can get our health fixed, but we can also fix our financial health as well. That is why it's in the relationship marketing industry, and we are right now on a mission to be in the top 10 in the next 6 years. So I will turn everything back over to you, Glenn.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you're a platinum associate in this company, a businesswoman, a mother of 2 children, and you have a husband that works hard, and you came into business and you're doing quite well. So thank you for sharing that story, because it is a powerful story. Now, on the West Coast now, what was happening as we were studying this procedure back in Univera land, back in Korea, this was happening. And Jordy, this is very powerful. You were a Division I athlete. You played basketball. You played all through high school. You abused your body in that arena, and you played very hard. But Stephen was a great, powerful man, and he brought a lot of wisdom to this company. So what is Stephen's story, and what has he done for our company?
Yeah, he's an incredible man, both in the scientific arena and just in life. At the same time as Yun-Ho Lee and Bill Lee were going on their journey to discover how aloe changed Yun-Ho Lee's life, and what, more importantly, could it do for others, and what other plants were out there, Stephen Chernisky had already dedicated his life to studying these plants. He's a best-selling author. You see the 3 books that are on the screen. This is his newest book, Metabolic Makeover. It's all about energy. I highly recommend grabbing that and reading the first few chapters. But even more than that, he coached the Olympic team as their nutritional advisor in '84, the year we had won the most gold medals in track and field. He ran the first federally licensed labs at UCLA. He's traveled with indigenous tribes through New Guinea. He's an incredible man wanting to understand how to unlock the science in plants and how it can transform the human body. And he equates it to this very simple seesaw. We are all capable of repair, because on one side of this seesaw is damage, on the other side of the seesaw is repair. And when we are young, remember it well, everyone, think back to when you were young. You had very little damage and were very capable of repair. Why? Because you had so much energy. All repair is energy intensive. Think of your kids, your grandkids. They don't stop. As we start to age, remember that the symptoms that you are feeling right now are not the issue. The only symptom that we need to be dealing with is about aging. As we age, that seesaw starts to tip. Repair goes down, 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 and damage accelerates. The older we get, the faster we age. All Univera's technologies, the metabolic makeover in particular, is designed to push up on repair, push down on damage, and dramatically alter the way you experience the aging process. It is a revolutionary discovery that when Stephen got together with Bill Lee, because Bill Lee sought him out and said, I will give you the funds, $5 million minimally, to start this endeavor. Together in the last 12, 13, 14 years, they've put over $100 million into this research to create the metabolic makeover in our 2 genomic labs, one in Korea, one in the United States, and Stephen Chernisky is the man that's brilliant biochemist that's heading up the entire team.
Jordy, that's pretty amazing, and I really enjoy Stephen and his wisdom and what he's done and helping the human body. So what do we have today? Well, today, after 38 years in the making, when Bill Lee met Stephen in 1997, Bill Lee said, I want to put my money where your mouth is. So what do we have 38 years later? Well, Jordy Hubbard said it quite well. Over $107 million invested. We have genomic labs in 2 areas of the world, in the United States, in Seattle, and in the South Korea, our world headquarters there. We have the EcoNet system that takes it from thought to farm to family. We have over 17,000 plants now in our library, organic farming all throughout the world. We have 100,000 acres in reserve. We have 188 patents right now. We have New England Journal of Medicine publications. We have human clinical double-blind, placebo-controlled gold standard studies done. I mean, should I go more? I mean, this man is doing it right. He is bringing the best of nature to humankind for the first time in history. And what do we have to show for that? Well, we have the problem in America, which is this roller coaster right now. This is the problem. We got to step off the roller coaster and stop burning carbs and sugar for energy. That's going to get you a problem. You're going to have your spikes up and down throughout your day. So what we have to do is transform our body into an efficient fat-burning machine. How do we do that? How do we take fat and use it for energy? If we can do that, it will work. Well, the metabolic makeover is on that path. And we have a young lady that is certified in wellness. She has a dental practice here in the Reno for the last 28 years. She's a very successful businesswoman, and she's going to go over as an emerald in this business what the metabolic makeover, why is that the solution, and break down the products for you. Rita, are you with us?
I am. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, everyone. Every time I listen to this, I get all excited all over again. It's like I know what we have our hands on. So absolutely, let's go over the metabolic makeover, and we're going to just take a look at these 5 technologies that you have on your screen right now. Understand that Univera has about 44 different technologies, and when I describe these, I refer to them as technologies because I know the science and I know the research and everything that has gone into the creation of these technologies. And when you look at all of these, the first one we're going to start with is extra. And so many people are looking for energy in all of the wrong places. And we understand that energy is really the currency of life. And if you're thinking about it and you listen to the different conversations that people have, they usually revolve around energy. I didn't have enough energy to do this, or oh my gosh, that's going to take a lot of energy. I better get some sleep. Well, when you look at the technology of extra, it's beautifully designed to be able to simultaneously push up on both sides of that aging seesaw that Jordy was referring to. Your body cannot do that on its own. So when you take the formulation of extra, you're going to have 4 key benefits. One of them being energy. And it's not an artificial spike and then that subsequent crash. It is a very cool, crisp energy that's created by your body, for your body, naturally. Another benefit that you'll receive is mental clarity. We have joint comfort and flexibility. And best of all, for me, we have stress relief. We know what people are going through right now. They're financially stressed. They're environmentally stressed. Their families having issues. We need to be able to look through that stress and be able to function at our optimum level. That's what extra is going to do. It has several patented compounds within it. And then when you combine that with the other compounds within the metabolic makeover, you start to feel this improvement where you're going to say after a period of time, you know what, I look, I feel, and I perform different than I did the day before I started these technologies. Now, when we add extra in with Aloe Gold, understand that everything is designed to be able to work synergistically with one another, and aloe seems to be that igniter switch to get everything really moving forward. Aloe in and of itself, we know that that's the most medicinal plant on earth today, and it has beautiful properties of being able to push up on that repair side of the seesaw, including your immune system, pushing back against the negative side effects of aging, such as overinflammation, infection threats, wear and tear, and oxidative stress. Aloe will work on both sides of that seesaw, improve your absorption from the foods that you're eating, overall supports your digestion, fortifies and nourishes all the soft tissues within the body. Absolutely amazing as far as immunological support. So when you look at those, understand that aloe several of the patents that we carry are just in how we can get aloe from the field into the product form within 6 hours. We have patented that technology. We have standardized the formulation. This technology in and of itself is absolutely stellar. But we don't stop there. We continue to move forward. We understand that you have miles and miles and miles of blood vessels throughout your system, and every one of those blood vessels must be carrying oxygen to the tissues within the body. And if we're not carrying the oxygen and we're not nourishing the tissues within the body, we're going to start to see some side effects of ill health, let's put it that way. So what does Rhythmatics do? Rhythmatics beautifully focuses on nourishing all of those arterial systems. It helps to carry the oxygen. It helps to keep the elasticity within that arterial system so that you can have amazing cardiovascular health. Rhythmatics in and of itself has a patented compound called Univex within it, as well as we've stabilized resveratrol. We've also uniquely encapsulated this technology so that it does not oxidize, and that when you open that product and you get it into your system, every single thing that it says on the back of that label is absolutely going to be delivered to you as if it was made that morning. Absolutely amazing technology. But we don't stop there. We continue that metabolic makeover, and we move on into Regena-Free. Regena-Free is a technology that it also went through the double-blind, placebo-controlled human clinical trials. And that one actually protected, and that compound within Regena-Free won the Nutricon Award back in 2005, I believe. And why is that significant? Well, we don't want to just mask issues. We want to be able to help the body move into an environment where it can start to take care of itself. And Regena-Free helps us with that. It's a fantastic antioxidant, helps with being able to push back against more damage that's going on in the system, and allows the compounds within that product to push up again on the repair side of the seesaw. Now, when you couple that with Level G, we now have 5 different technologies all working together with one another. And the Level G, Glenn, I need you to jump back one slide. The Level G, what that will do is help the body start to recalibrate and relearn how to become a fat-burning machine instead of relying strictly on carbohydrates. So many of us in our diet today, it's called the Standard American Diet, and it's abbreviated STAD because that's what it is. But that diet is so laden with sugars and the carbs. We're now craving sugars like never before, and the carbs are quick and easy energy, but it's making it so that our body is going out of whack. And now we're not burning fat for fuel, we're burning just quick energy. Level G, again, it went through the double-blind, placebo-controlled human clinical trials, complete with the backing from UC Davis and UCLA, their School of Medicine. They helped us with these trials. We do our homework. We know what these technologies will do. And when you put all 5 of them together, you have now given your body an amazing metabolic makeover where you can honestly say, I look, I feel, and I perform differently than I did before without these technologies. Now, that's where most people start, but we aren't just a company that's limited in that respect. While we're the only company that can offer you the metabolic makeover, we also have a skincare line. We have a weight management line called the ModBod program. And ModBod in and of itself is an absolutely stellar technology. It is timed release. It's designed to work with your system so that you can start to kick that habit on the carbs, start to create lean muscle, and not cause issues later on down the line where once you go off of a program, now you start to revert back. That's not what Univera is all about. We're all about making it so that you can regenerate 300 billion better cells as you move through each and every one of our technologies. We also have a skincare line. We have additional cardiovascular products. My goodness, we even have products for your pets. So with that, Glenn, all they need to do is take a solid look at what does Univera stand on, what are we doing, get them in their system, and start to experience the benefits of having these technologies. So back to you.
Thank you, Rita. It's pretty amazing, and just to refocus in that this is guaranteed, that you'll see, feel, and measure the difference in your body. We have a 90-day money-back guarantee. And also we have a program called Serve First. Bill Lee's very proud of this program. He joined forces with Vitamin Angels, and Vitamin Angels is a company that has a distribution network to help children around the world. And when you come into our program and sign up on a convenience plan and get your metabolic makeover every month because your body needs it for preventative health care, then you sponsor 4 children in your name for the year, and you save 1 out of 4 children's lives. And today it's about 2.8 to 3 million children that we sponsored, and that's almost 750,000 children that we saved because of our program, Serve First, Journey with Vitamin Angels. So it's a great technology, great program, great business, great company. So how do we get started? Well, we have a young man on the phone right here. His name is Mr. Kenny Rossi, Diamond and Blue Diamond. He went Diamond in 1 month and went Blue Diamond in 14 months. He's one of our leaders of the company, Team ATM. And Kenny, there you are. Welcome to the call, Kenny, and bring us home with how to get started and how this program works. Kenny, it's up to you, babe.
You got it. Thank you so much, Big Daddy, and all of you that are helping here today. It is a blessing to be able to share Univera, to experience Univera, and to live Univera. And if you look here how to get started, there's no wrong way. All right, this is day 1. This is the way you get started. There's no wrong way to join us. Pick your pack. Okay, ultimately it's going to be up to you and up to us supporting you to win. Now, if we look at some of the basics, if we look at just however you get started, when you look at from that point on, we want you on the metabolic makeover. This is not a hard decision. As you saw, 90-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose, all to gain. You're able to get on products that will change your life, change your family's life, change the closest people you know and love's life. Every kitchen table is talking about this product line. They just don't know we have it. They need it. We have it. Have fun. So you see there that $199 package. Those are the 5 products right there, the metabolic makeover. So at least get started with that. And with that being said, what will happen is you'll move forward into understanding how this business works. So on a simple level, when you look at the game plan and you look at how this works, it starts with you. If you look at the middle of the screen there in the 4 levels of freedom, it starts with you. And your 100 points, that is your metabolic makeover. When you drink and use the products, you are going to run out. So every month you repurchase the products. You'll want to, trust me, it's your true health care plan. When Big Daddy started, he started with the 4 benefits. The first benefit is a true health care plan by using these products the rest of your life. What we then want to do is turn around and help people see this opportunity if you'd like. And if so, in doing that, we want to get you to a place where your products are free. And so when you get started and you get going, the first goal is to get to 10 people. Why? Because when you get to 10 people, your products will be free, and you will earn some extra bonus money. And then what happens? Well, then you start talking to the people that you introduced it to, your friends, your family, your loved ones, and ultimately they're like, I'd like to get them for free. So then they share it and find 10 people. And that works where it turns into 100. And then they share it, and you get to that place where you have a comma in your check, and then ultimately you get to freedom. And that's why we call this the 4 levels of freedom, starting with you, down through 1,111 people. You see what your monthly check is. It's over $10,000 a month. Now, there's some other bonuses and some other things that you can see here that will go on. If you go to the next screen, Big Daddy, there's all sorts of things that happen. I mean, my goodness, you see over $60,000 of cash that you would earn outside of what we just showed you on bonuses as you move through the levels. You see that car program. There's a BMW car allowance. As you get going and help people, you get to the platinum level, the company will buy you a car outside of your pay. There are trips all over the place. This team has been on probably thousands of trips when you combine everyone that's gone on them. All right. Personally, I've been close to 20 trips in 5+ years. When you get to the gold level, you go to Gold Academy. When you get to the gold and above level, you go to Achievers. They have a Korea trip scheduled this year for people that jump in the higher levels. And then when you get to the diamond level, the company sends you to Maui every year the rest of your life. There's also a Blue Diamond pool that's amazing. When you get to Blue Diamond, the company gives you a 2% Blue Diamond pool. That bonus right now is worth, I don't know, somewhere in the range of $8,000 a month, based on less than $50,000 in sales. Our goal is to be at $1 billion. Our goal is to go to the world over the next few decades. That bonus, what is it going to be worth when we're at $1 billion? And this is where it gets even more exciting. When you help somebody get to Blue Diamond, you times it by 2, by 3, by 4. So the sky's the limit here, you guys. There's nothing that can stop you but you, and I want you to get back to the beginning. Your decision today is simple. You look at the 4 benefits: a true health care plan, additional unlimited wealth, a great home-based tax advantage, and then ultimately freedom in your life. And your goal is this in the beginning: will you try the metabolic makeover? You have 90 days to give it a shot. Do it. It will change your life.
Well, Kenny, thank you so much for being part of the show today, and we'd love to have people take a good look at our company, and this is the overview of our global assets. So with that, I want to welcome you to this call once again. You can watch it at any time. Bring your friends to watch it, and then get on our live calls that we have every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. And we do that on our Team ATM website. All this information is there. So I want to thank Diane. I want to thank Rita Eisman. I want to thank Jordan and Kenny and myself, Glenn Hubbard, hosting this event. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. So we'll see you at your local event, and enjoy, and thank you for being part of this team.